because I'm not bright today. All right, y'all. This is how we're gonna roll. Okay. All right. Today is the day. Whew. This will be posted on my YouTube channel today, or probably not today, but tomorrow. If y'all don't know who I am Leslie. I have been sewing and creating clothes pretty much all my life. Um, but I've only been in actual business since 2017, officially. Um, because I've always sewn for many people. Um, but I branched off and actually decided to do LesAnn's creations. Now, today, if you want to know what I'm drinking warm water. I'll tell you why in a minute. Anyway, so I am today is the day I am to release my spring collection. Of course, this will not get posted till tomorrow, so it's a day late, but not a dollar short. Okay. So I am releasing my spring collection, and I had March 15th stuck in my head since January, and it shouldn't be any problem. Probably actually all the way back until in December. Well, I guess the moons aligned, stars aligned, whatever. It decided to do. My internet service decided to do a update during the night. I was supposed to turn my website back on by midnight so that people can start to shop. I couldn't do it because they were, like I said, doing maintenance. Excuse me. And because they were doing maintenance, it affected a few other things that I was trying to do. And then on top of that, I decided to do errands yesterday. That was not a good move, but I needed to do it. So I'll talk about that too. So I have you in my living room today because, as you can tell, you see clothes behind me, but that's not all the clothes I have. I have some clothes and some totes. Some of these items are going to be released, and then some items are being archived or put up until I decide how I'm going to handle them, as well as I need to organize and make sure that I have everything that is on my website on the rack. If it's not on the rack, it needs to be in a bag and ready to ship. Um, I have a few new designs that I want to. There's a few designs that were not showcased in my December show that are being introduced for the spring collection. I only have limited quantity of those, so it's more like if somebody's interested, they're gonna have to like DM me or email me their request, and that way, by doing it that way, I don't end up making a whole bunch of stuff or a whole bunch of sizes that nobody likes. Some things I went on and made them because I need to clean out my fabric, which is another dilemma that I'm working on. So today I will be going basically over me because I actually have it loaded up, which I'll turn around. You know it's gonna look crazy. As you can see, I got my laptop loaded up on my flat screen, which does not look great because it needs some repairs. It's a little sick. She's a little sick. So she needs some repairs to her. But I have it on there so that it's easier for me to kind of go back and forth. What I'm going to be doing is actually um, pulling any items that is active, or I'm putting anything that's active up here on the rack, anything that I've decided to archive or archive pretty much. I'm putting it in a tote so I can put the tote up. Um, and then anything that I got multiples of that are active, because I only want to keep one item on the rack that is actually on a hanger. I, I keep on saying bag. Let me show y'all. This is what I'm talking about in a bag. So I have anything that I have multiples of, I'm trying to put them in bags so that it's easier for me to go ahead and ship the item. Because I realize if the stuff is compressed or in a bag, it works better for shipping. Plus, I think about protection because those poly bags, some of them, I think the ones that I ended up buying, which is I got pink ones and I got some that says thank you on it. I got them from Amazon. I got this from Amazon as well. But some of the poly bags, depending on what brand you purchase, they are not like sturdy, and I worry about poke through and stuff like that. I'm gonna figure everything out, y'all. Whereas I get it right now, I'm still learning. Yeah, I've been in business because I didn't do stuff this way. Doing stuff online is totally different from doing it in person or somebody coming to your house and having a custom garment done. Okay, it's totally different. You know, it's all for me. It's a learning curve. Even watching and listening to all the people I've listened to over the years, and I mean years, it's still a learning curve. All right, so anyway, y'all probably want to know why I am drinking water or warm water. All right, in the midst of this, I came across a post on probably on Instagram. Um, it's a lady that I have been following for a while, and she has a she had a challenge going on, which was fast and pray for your business, and it was literally in the midst of me doing my lunch, and I'm like, I don't know if this is a good idea, but I am I believe in God, and I probably need a little bit more clarity when it comes to a few things with my business, knowing what direction to go in and how to um, do things right, do things correct. I don't know the words. And let's just say it's sometimes you just need to stop, drop, and pray. I'm gonna say it that way. That's the easiest way to say it. So I thought I'd do it. I didn't because I decided to do errands yesterday. The fasting part wasn't really a big issue for me because when I'm running, running errands, I don't think about food except for when I'm real hungry. But so that part wasn't a problem, but I didn't pray. I have to admit, I didn't pray. Um, and I just looked at the homework from yesterday today. So I'm behind, which is not good, but I'm human. That means I'm gonna have to push it past a little bit. So then I read along, and there's a couple of things I needed to do that I didn't meet the requirements on the first day. So today I'm pushing myself to make the requirements today. Um, but this launch still needs to happen. So I did get a couple other things done with my lunch. I had did some pictures last night. I will pop in a couple of photos of the items that will be available. I know that there's a few other things I need to change or how I do stuff, but you know what? I'm gonna have to make it work, make it do what it do. where I'm at right now. So, I kept on thinking I need this big lavish location to be able to do my photo shoots or to do just different things. Well, I usually take my pictures in my hallway, only because it gives you a runway look. So if I want to do a walk, I can do the walk and it's not a big cumbersome issue. There's usually nothing in the hallway. Like there's nothing, meaning nothing on the floor. There's stuff on the floor everywhere in my house right now. Well, not everywhere. I can see my floor, like pretty much most of my floor. But I've been so busy trying to get some stuff done. It's in a lot more disarray than Leslie normally likes. She's gonna have to work on that. But anyway, okay, so y'all will watch me go through the process of going through each item. I'm going to have it on the laptop and looking at the item, and I'm going to make sure that that item is over here. If I choose to, or I have decided to archive it, I'm going to actually move it into one of the totes that I have over here. Then, as well as I'll be hanging up any items that should be hung up that is in the toast. If I don't have a multiple of it, the other thing I gotta double check is in my clothes. Let me see. I know gotta pick an item that I know has a tag in it, because some of my clothes don't have a tag in it. It just depends. Okay, so I have a couple different types of tags. And depending on what the item is, usually what tag it ends up with. I'm trying to figure out. Okay. So I have two, like I said, I have two different tags. Well, probably more than two, because I'm still in the process of figuring out what works best. This lighting is driving me nuts. It is so dark, and I apologize. So I'm going to see if I can plug up a light. So hold on a second. Hold on. They say, into the light, Caroline, into the light. You can see me so much better, don't you? It may be a cast. I'm not going to stress about that. But I know better. I should always have a light on, because I look so much better now. And you can see better, right? Anyway, so I have a couple different tags. So I have a tag that I use I created these on my Cricut. I figured for all the certain knits that I have, and if the fabric will allow it, mainly if the fabric will allow it and it not look bad on it, I'm gonna use the vinyl. The vinyl works, and I've had a few people say they like that better than this other way I'm about to show you. So I like how, so this one in better than the other ones that I've done, which is this one, which is sewn completely in. It doesn't, like the actual label doesn't lift up at all, and it's just the tags hanging. But I've had a lot of people say they don't particularly like the tag hanging, or at least these two tags that, which is a size and how you treat your particular garment or whatever. So they don't like that. Excuse me. So, but the other way I've sewn them in is this way. I know y'all probably like, girl. I'm like, yes, I got a boatload of clothes. And we're going to get these all organized and ready to sell. So this is the other way. So as you can tell, it might be not. This ain't the one. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. There's one that usually is. And that's the other reason why I got to go through these clothes, is because some of them don't actually have tags in them. And I was trying, my process, sometimes my process gets on my nerves. And I don't like finish all the way. Here it is. Whereas it's not that I don't finish. I finish the product, or I finish making the item, but what I lack in finishing is that um, I get distracted, or anyway, I do it and I like get the product completely done. Like I'll make the whole shirt, I'll make the whole pants, I'll make the whole item. But then what happens is I don't, I forget to put the label in, and would have made the item, put the item up for sale and everything. But then when it comes time for me to do double check stuff, and when I double check, because this is, I'll tell you my process one other day. Um, I realized later on that I don't have tags in them, and when I ship stuff out, I try to make sure my tags in it. Sometimes it's in there, sometimes it don't. But I know my clothes, and most people know my clothes too. And I guess I should not have. Yeah. Anyway, that's a bad habit. I'm gonna work on it. So let me go ahead and get started. Um, the portion that y'all see, I'm gonna give you little tidbits. It's not gonna be the whole thing. I'm not gonna record the whole thing, but when I'm going through the process, I'll probably speed it up. If you happen to ask a question about something that you see, no problem. I'll be glad to answer. Just drop your comments below. Remember to like and subscribe to the channel. Make sure that you always watch it through. If you don't watch them through and you watch my shorts, that's cool too, because you know, hey, those help too. You can also follow me on other social media channels that you may get on. I'm on Facebook, Instagram. I barely do TikTok. Yeah, I noticed I've lost some followers over there. It's all right. I don't really stress about it. Some people would. I don't, because I don't really do TikTok that much. Um, one of these days I'm gonna have somebody be my social media marketer, strategist, whatever, eventually, that just handles that period, because you know it is I'd rather do YouTube and probably Instagram, and I'm good. I probably would just, or no, YouTube and Facebook, probably. Those are probably two that I would probably be more active on, but I'm tend to be a little bit more active here. I'll remember that on this page, I know people are like, well, what direction do you go in? What do you really do? One, I teach sewing. So there's going to be certain days that I will actually show you sewing items. This is my vlog where you're just kind of seeing where I'm going and what I'm doing for the day. Um, I'm going to give tips on sewing and stuff like that. Fashion tips. It may be fashion tips. It may be sewing tips. It, tips around fashion. Um, I will admit, I know that other people do different things. You will not always see makeup on this face. You may see a clean face. That's what you may get, like right now, all natural. Um, you may get a day where Leslie decides to deck out. I may do that. Why? It's because my normal girl, my regular person who buys and shops with me, is a woman who is like this. She has down days where she don't make up herself out. And then there's days that she likes to dress up to the 10th, okay? So my girl is the girl who is thick and curvy, loves fashion, but not always want to deck out because she just not feeling it that day. Don't mean she don't feel good. She still gonna look good, okay? Just like I do. You want to ask me about my top? Hold on, let me turn my water off. But she wants to deck up. Okay, so like this top I got on. All right, I'm coming close. Let me tilt y'all down so y'all can see a little bit better. All right. My cute TP2T top. Yes, it says #1 thick girl designer. I thought I was going to put it on the back, but I don't need no more attention back there. Okay, so this is one of my tops. I only made this one, so don't. I've only have this one. I think I have a little bit of this solid green, which is a seafoam green polyester knit. That's exactly what it is. This is actual jersey material in a seafoam green. And then this is the polyester knit in the same materials as in the black. So I just decided to try and play around and made this jersey top. It is shorter in the front, a little bit longer in the back with slits on the side. I do have this style. I'll show it real quick, which is going to be releasing. This shirt is inside out. Oops. I call this White Cheetah. She's White Cheetah. Instead of sitting up there trying to coming up with names for clothes, it may be some clothes I may never make again. So this one probably will be a never make. I don't know. It probably won't. At least not. It won't be in White Cheetah. I can tell you that much. But this is pretty much the same exact style as this, except for the sleeves. You can see the sleeves are has a band on it on this one, but this one does not. I did split sleeves on here, so it's even more comfortable. This one is pulling on my arm, and sometimes that's what happens. I think my arm is swollen today, though. As you can tell, it's usually not that big of a difference, so I'm swollen. But yeah, so this is White Cheetah. I have a three. I think it's three of these, and that will release, of course, or have released by the time you see this. But I'm gonna go on and get to it, so you'll see me go back and forth. Like I said, I will record as much of it as I can, and it'll probably be interesting. Maybe not. I don't know. But here we go. Hey y'all, hey, hope all is well. I'm back again. Okay, so as I told y'all at the beginning of this blog that I am supposed to release my spring collection, and my computer kept on. It wasn't crashing, but what it was doing was because they were working on my internet still. Um, it would do a little bit of work, and then it would poof, and so it's taking me longer to do stuff. So I did the probably one thing that most people wouldn't do. I went and took a nap because I needed my brain to start to work again because it's like I was shutting down. So I am back at it again. So I'm at my kitchen table on my computer. I am actually editing pictures. Um, I'm going to get as many of these done because I don't need the computer for it. I don't need to be on the internet to fix pictures. So, and what I'm doing for my pictures is I am um, pretty much trying to crop them out. Now, sometimes this cropping, I'm working in Coral Paint Shop Pro. Um, Sometimes my pictures are not clear. Um, So I had to do a little hand work and go around pictures and stuff. Um, I'm gonna be honest. I know some people will be like, "Girl, just put it on Canva or put it on one of these other programs that do it real quick on your phone." Well, the problem is I can't. Sometimes I can't see it real well on phones because the screen's so small. Um, So for me, I can see better on my computer and do the editing or adjustments and stuff like that on the computer easier for me. And then on top of that, I don't want everything, everybody puts everything like out where I feel like you don't have control. And putting it all out there for um, to be controlled by whatever company or entity. It's driving me nuts because I feel like they have everything. They can do whatever the heck they want to do with your information. So in some ways, I just like, nope, I'm not gonna do that. So I don't. I try to not use those programs. So I am. I like to pull it off, clean the picture up as best I can. Usually, it's nothing to the picture or editing to the picture. Um, Sometimes it's coloration, long as if it didn't look right or whatever. And then I changed the background. Um, the background I've been using, gotta open it back up. I have actually been using a couple different greenery like backgrounds just because I like to break things up. Because after a while, I get tired of seeing the same background. So it depends on my mood. But I usually put like this one. I need to square it up first. Hold on, y'all. Because it's not square. I like mine to be square. It's easier that way when it comes to posting or putting into my um, website. And I'm going to actually give this one a name. If I can think. Because I have this one. This is a picture I took myself. There's a picture I took myself. Um, like on the side of a road. I originally was in the picture, I took me out because I liked the area, and I took two pictures and kind of put them together to kind of create the picture because I didn't actually have a completely clean background. But it's as clean as it's gonna be. It doesn't look bad. I don't think it does. But usually what I do is because I don't want it to be so like bold. I'll go ahead and put as you can tell, covered it with a gray. And then I'm going to take it down to like a 16. Well, this one's at 30. This is at like 42. So I put a haze over it. All right, y'all. I'm going to sign off on this vlog. Yeah. So this is the end of Thursday's vlog. Okay, so it was more random than I wanted. Didn't get as much done as I had planned. My plans today was to get the launch of my spring collection off without a hitch. There was plenty of hitches all day long. Today, the one part I did get done was I was able to archive the items that I needed to archive and pull them off the racks as well as off my racks and everything off my rack and put them away. I haven't decided how I'm going to handle those or what I'm going to do with those just yet, but right now I have them archived. I was able to get the stuff that was already online ready to be able to be purchased. The only problem is that some of the items that needed to be put onto the website are actually my spring collection items. Because between trying to edit them, which I usually don't have any problems, you'll see some of the editing, not a whole lot. I'll do some editing with no problems because I do them on Coral Print Shop most of the time. Because going on websites to do them, 9 times out of 10, I got to do it from a phone. If I'm not doing it from a phone, if I do it from my computer, I have to literally load it up to the website, and it's time consuming. Either way, it's time consuming. And and then on top of that, I really don't particularly like to leave all my information out there willy-nilly. I know it sounds crazy, but we're picky as I'm just picky like that. Anyway, so yes, I'm cold. So as I was in the process of working on it, I had been saying that so that means that this video will not have a whole lot of edits in it. It will be probably more real life, and I will speed up certain things because I'm going to have to edit this on my phone. I'm not feeling that today, but I have no choice. But anyway, so every time I was editing the photos on Coral and saving them as I went, trying to save them in JPEG versus in PNG. PNG is a higher quality. JPEG will doesn't take as much space and can be saved on my website with no problem. So I was doing that throughout the process. My computer was fine, but I couldn't load anything to the website. I didn't know if it was the website or the fact that they're working on my website, or working on my internet system. So I'm quite not sure as to what was happening. So that was, of course, a delay. So I didn't get that part done. Well, so I got really frustrated earlier and just said, let me take a nap because I need to rethink because I was having a bad headache on top of that. So got back to it, ate me a little dinner, and then I tried again. I was editing with no problem, but I only had like 3 or 4 pictures on my editing program. And then for whatever reason, I decided to drop about 12 or 13 or something like that on there at the same time. Instead of going to save as I went, like I had been doing. And this funky string came up, and I don't know if it was, I don't know why. I honestly don't know why. So I shut down the computer. After shutting down the computer and bringing it back up, because I couldn't close it out the proper way. Yes, I know I'm going to have to deal with that. It decides to say, oh, we're doing updating. Like, if this wasn't the day to sit up there and say to do all this, it's just saying maybe I don't need to release just yet. Yeah, that's disheartening because I had this date in my head all this time. So I was hoping I just would release later in the day. Not happening. So because of that, I am not going to release. I probably won't release tomorrow. I'm gonna take my time and figure out what is going on. Tomorrow will be the day that you see this. I'm just gonna go ahead and um, make it do what it do. Yeah, sometimes that's what you got to make it do what it do, and hopefully by Friday I will have no problems with releasing the collection. Yeah, because it's definitely not happening tomorrow. I mean, it's not happening tonight like I planned. So I'm gonna go ahead and do a little reading, and I'm gonna go ahead and go to sleep. That's the sum of it. That's how it's gonna roll today, the rest of the night, because it's still late. I don't even know what time it is, but anyway, I appreciate y'all watching my vlog. I know I probably rambled a lot today, which is not normal for me. But I had a task in mind, and I just knew it was gonna float like it, butterfly sting like a bee, and be just fine. But as an entrepreneur and running your own business, some things just won't work. Some things will happen, and instead of stressing about it, I just shift gears and try to do something else. But with the headache that I had earlier, I couldn't even focus to sew. So that was my other thing I would have did. So I'm just going to do some reading and work and probably do a list of what I need to complete. Hopefully that list will help me. If I bite it off, do small bites of it, I'll be able to get those things done and be able to release my collection on Friday. There is, well, I thought if it was in here I would show y'all. I had a fabric that I really was debating on the design. I made something out of it, but I don't like the print on me. Maybe it's just on me, or maybe it's how it was done. Nothing wrong with the fabric. The fabric is awesome. It feels great. But I'm going to have to figure out a different way for me to be able to express myself in that particular pattern. But yeah, I decided to put out a question and answer, see how people feel about it in my group. And I had some overwhelmingly positive added responses to it, which was great. But then it just puts a dilemma on me trying to figure out, should I still do it and make it? But we'll see. It'll probably be that one released, and see how the person really feels in it and everything, and then I may make it. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out the best way to do this. But y'all, I have a boatload of fabric that I need to really clean out of my repertoire. And that's one of the focuses I'm going to have. And the one way I'm going to do that is I'm going to actually do a pop-up sale, pop-up shop, especially for the items that are one of a kind. Um, those items will be pretty much there, and they may never get onto my website. It may be sold literally just through the pop-up sale. My plan next month, I'm not going to have one in April, but I'll probably have my next one in May, the beginning of May, which, time is flying so much. We are already mid-month, and it's crazy. It is so crazy. So I hope y'all have a great and wonderful Thursday. I will catch y'all all later. Make sure when you come over here, I appreciate if you watch the whole video, because the more you watch and more you make comments, the more I can grow, because it's not all about me vlogging, but it's to show you the things that I go through, as well as I really want to show more so the sewing tips. This part is just one of the dilemmas you go through as a business owner, and don't fret about it, just shift gears. I'm not fretting, I'm just shifting gears. That's why I'm just gonna go ahead and work on other things that I can do without a computer and without a phone. But I'm gonna edit this video and set it to be posted. And y'all have a great day. Okay, I know this is probably a really long video, so watch as much as it's possible. I will probably click and put little sections out so that y'all don't feel like I'm crazy, which y'all probably don't think I'm crazy, but anyway, y'all have a good one. Talk to y'all later. Y'all have an amazing day. And again, LesAnn's Creations out.